You guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.
What up? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. We got the whole gang here, and we got the NBA Cup Finals to talk about. So somebody be taking home the big prize, and hopefully it'll be a good game for us to watch and bet. We got my guy Dutchy down there, hitting a nice one right there. How you feeling today, Dutch?
Yeah, man. Yo, the NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Good to see all the fellas in attendance. We arrived early to class. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, on a motherfucking Tuesday. We arrived early. Sparky. NBA Cup right here in the motherfucking city. Milwaukee Bucks, Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, let's fucking go, right? Let's go. Seen the card pretty clearly yesterday. Ready for Tuesday, though, man. Ready to attack. Shout out to Chill Will, Cons Clips, Mr. Hundo in the building. Good to see you, my man. All the real ones. Let's run up these likes. Mark, I see you, my dude. My man Skee sent me the little message yesterday, Mark. Man, it's all love, bro. It's all love. Hey, let's run up the likes. Let's show some love, and let's get to the bag, man.
Let's get to it, Babano. You know what? Shout out to all of us. First of all, not first of all, anyway. But right now, shout out to all of us because we all cashed our fucking best bets yesterday, didn't we? Somebody hit me up and said they hit a parlay. They had the Vikings first half, the Pistons, Paul George assist, and Malik Monk points. So we all did a pretty good job. Babano, hopefully the rest of your day was A1 yesterday too.
It was a profitable day overall, thanks to Detroit, which was the big bet for me, the biggest bet of them all. And boy, they made it nerve-wracking at the end. They blew a big lead in the fourth quarter, and they had to go to overtime, but they survived. And credit to them. That could have just completely gone off the rails for them, but they, reeled it back in overtime. They took a timeout. Miami got up, I think, by 6 at one point in the overtime, and Detroit just battled back and pulled out the victory. It was a pretty crazy game there, but good to see the Pistons get it done. And looking forward to this NBA Cup final. I mean, you got the Bucks, you got the Thunder. Certainly coming into the year, we thought the Bucks could be a team that's going to make a deep run. They've kind of had an up and down start. We certainly think OKC is as live as any team in the West to come out of it and be in the NBA final. So it's a good matchup. The NBA got what they want, a pretty good final here for the NBA Cup.
It is a good one. Wham bam. Shout out to you and them Paul George assists. What's good with you over there?
Yeah, shout out to the utility man. He did it up for us, man. Shout out to the people in the chat. Ocean the Great, Jordan Franklin, Dia, Chill Will, ZB, Miami, the Clippers, man. Clippers first quarter, man. That was a blowout in the first quarter, bro. That was a good money right there. That's how I ended my night. So yeah, we did it up yesterday. Shout out to that. Let's do it again today, man. We only got one game. Shouldn't be that hard to figure out something that you like today. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a good competition. 514,000 on the line. It's going to be interesting to talk about, bro. Let's get to it.
Bucks and OKC minus 4.5 was the opener. Looks like 5 is the consensus. There's still a couple 4.5s out there. Total, though, went one direction and went 213.5 all the way up to 216. And it looks like about that pretty much everywhere. I'm sure there's, probably a half point somewhere, but I don't see it on my odd screen. Milwaukee has everybody probable. Giannis, Dame, Middleton. I expect them to be out there. And the usual suspects for OKC are out. So, man, I got to go to you first here, Babano. The first thing that comes to my mind is the Hamilton kid. I mean, he's going to get 20-plus shots up. He's going to get to the free throw line 10-plus times. I mean, is his points just automatic? How are you looking at Thunder and Bucks?
Yeah, I like SGA over points. I find that I've certainly seen a lot of him now over the years, whether it's Canadian basketball, the OKC, and the NBA. We've seen a lot of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander play, even going back to Kentucky, and even going back to when he was in college with Kentucky. I always felt with him, the bigger the game, the more of a willing shooter he was and a volume shooter he was. Certain games when you're playing Portland on a Tuesday night in the middle of the season, he'll take a back seat. He'll let Jalen Williams have his fun. He'll let Lou Dort do a little more offensively. But when the stakes are high, you're off a loss, you're in a bigger, high leverage game, such as this, an NBA Cup final, I find SGA is more aggressive, looking to shoot the rock, looking to take it to the basket, looking to make his threes. And I think that's exactly what you're going to see here from him tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. So no argument for me whatsoever about looking at the over points prop from SGA. I do like Oklahoma City to win, shocker, but I'm not going to lay the 5 here with the Thunder. I'm going to do, it's the only game on the board. It's time for me, in my opinion, just based on value and based on where this number is. I'm not crazy about laying a whole 5 against a Milwaukee team that, has Damian Lillard on the other side. It's been playing well lately. It's capable of taking over, although I think the Thunder have the defensive components to make life difficult for Damian Lillard here in this game. I do like a same game pot. I bet many of those, and I certainly don't recommend many on the show. I usually like to recommend single straight bets for everyone when we talk about these games. But with just this being a standalone game, I thought the best way to bet it was a same game parlay. I put this together at Bet365. You can take Oklahoma money line and you combine it with under 223.5. So you actually get a better number on the total at 223.5. And you can compare put the two together. OKC money line under 223.5 plus 110 is the price with that. I think it's a pretty good bet. Every game in Las Vegas in the NBA Cup, semifinals and the final last year, both semifinals this year stayed under the total. So you're looking at 5-0 to the under all time with these games in the NBA Cup here in Las Vegas. Defense takes over. There's more on the line. You're playing for $1 million here. It's amazing how $1 million is going to get some of these guys to play fucking defense on a consistent basis. But we really have seen this here throughout the NBA Cup. So I think you're going to see defense come to the forefront once again here in this one. So I thought that was great value. I really like that bet quite a bit. OKC money line plus under 223.5 plus 110. I really do like that.
Man, I don't like to hear that, Babano. I really don't.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try to make an argument. I'm gonna try to make an argument, but I'm gonna do mine later. Dutch, I don't have a feeling you're not looking OKC's way.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chris Warren. Shout out to our guy Saturated in the building. I see you, my man. RP, good to see you. This game is interesting, you see, because I went against my original thoughts and went with Trae Young against Dame, right? And Dame busted our ass, especially late. He really did. I was like, God damn, Trae was not the motherfucking way, god damn it. But he was until you run into Dame time. There's levels to it, right? There's levels. But I honestly don't think – I think Atlanta could have won that game. I didn't cover. I lost. It is what it is. But I think Atlanta was right there, right? I mean, they only made 10 motherfucking three-point shots, right? They shot, Milwaukee's not gonna wow you defensively by any means. Atlanta just couldn't make the fucking shots. They shot 40%. They only shot 24. These motherfuckers. I didn't understand what Atlanta was doing because Milwaukee's defense is not that good. Brook Lopez is a step slower. Giannis was locked the fuck in. You got to get back on defense. I expect OKC to get back on defense against Giannis. I really feel like this is a game of two halves, kind of like the Houston and OKC game. I feel like Milwaukee couldn't come out and knock them in the mouth. And then reality is going to set in. That Dame's got to try to get around Lou Dort and Caruso for fucking 4 quarters, right? He's going to have to get around these motherfuckers. And they got bodies to send at I think Hartenstein could body up a little, could get a little body on Giannis. But they got guys. They got guys off the bench that they could just send this motherfucker to the free throw line because we know eventually what Giannis will do. It's Clank City eventually. Now, shout out to Giannis because he's honestly been playing fucking amazing. These mid-range shots, everything Giannis has been doing is amazing when he plays, right? So could Giannis go out there and get 50 and 15 tonight, 45 and 17, and get this chip? He could, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to see him come back to reality a little bit, miss some free throws. I like OKC here. I'm going to go against my guy. I'm going to go against Dame time. And this is that Fugazi-ass belt anyways, okay? This is that shit. I'm going to take right now, I'm going to take Shea and I'm going to take the crew to beat Milwaukee tonight, man. And I might regret this, but I got to do it because I honestly think Milwaukee is lacking. And what realistically I don't like is Middleton. He don't look comfortable, and that fucks up the whole rotation. So hopefully Dame don't make me eat my words tonight, because we know if it's Dame time in the fourth quarter, I'll be like, fuck my life. But I think overall, OKC's the better team, the better defensive team, and they win this game with the perimeter defense. Give me OKC minus 4.5, minus 115.
That's surprising us all. And I see by Wham face, man, he not trying to hear that shit right now. He is not trying to hear what y'all are selling right now. Wham Bam, what are you liking in Bucks versus Thunder?
All right, y'all. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna go a little bit against the grain because our guys are talking a lot of this Thunder Buddy shenanigans. So I get to Lingo Wick. I did have Houston first half, last game, and then that was it. Hold on.
I really like how everyone's on the Bucks, though. That's crazy.
I'm not everybody.
I'm not talking about you, Ray. I'm talking about the chat. Like,
yeah. Shout out to the chat though. Shout out to the chat. The chat is undefeated. We're never go against the chat. Look, Wham sipping again. Yeah, Wham sipping again. It's all good. Free little Wham. They RP say, yeah, we gonna let bro spaz out. Okay, so let's start here. You said get the chip, but Dutch, you said get the chip. We got to talk about Giannis in that finals. We remember what type of Giannis we was getting in the finals, right? I think we get that type of Giannis tonight, y'all. I know you could think they're gonna build the wall with Hardenstein in the anchor, but our guy Skee don't like Hardenstein right now. Maybe he having too much fun out here in Vegas, bro. Maybe he having a little too much fun out here. I don't know what type of brothels he hitting up. You know what I'm saying? He need to send me the invoice because, send me the memo, bro. But yeah, I don't know. Hardenstein's looked a little bit weird. So we was at the game against the Houston. They were able to lock down Fred VanVleet. I got there a little late. Our guy Skee said Fred VanVleet was playing pretty well. Then they locked him down in that game. You know what I'm saying? Do they do the same thing against Dame? Because apparently with Dutch is saying that they have the personnel to lock down a caliber of Dame statue. Because I think Dutch should know it's levels to this shit when we talk about Fred VanVleet and Dame, right? I know my boy. I'm trying to add some shit up. So I think it's levels to his shit. And this is Dame time, legacy time, y'all. I'm sorry. This is Dame time, legacy time. How close can Dame get to a damn championship in the near future? I don't see it in the near future. I don't think this Bucks team is going to beat the Cavs. I don't think they're going to beat the Celtics. So we don't think they're winning this year, right, y'all? I think this is the closest that he's going to get to a chip, bro. 514,000 is on the line. It's Dame time, legacy time, ladies and gentlemen. He's went over this number 22.5 9 times out of the last 10 games. It's Dame time, legacy time, over 22.5 points. I gotta roll with the Bucks, man. It's about money here, y'all. Give me my money. I'm hitting the money line plus 175. Bucks get it done. Giannis, Dame, the biggest duo in the last 2 weeks. I think they almost like 60 points they were saying on ESPN earlier today. That's a good stat from them. Shout out to them. Hey, give me the Bucks, man. I'm all the way with it.
Bucks +5.
Give me the money line. It ain't no need for no damn +5. They winning this.
There you go. Go bold or go home.
Give me the money line, y'all. Sorry.
Hey, so we got a little bit of head-to-head in this one tonight.
Figured we might.
I agree with a lot of stuff that's said, and I disagree with some stuff. I'm gonna throw some stuff out there. Number one, I gotta say, I like what Wham said as far as its levels to Dame and Fred VanVleet. I hear you on that. I still think he'll have a little bit of trouble tonight. Versus they just got so many defenders. It's not like one comes out and you get a little, you get a break. We'll see if it could be Dame time, legacy time if he's gonna do it tonight versus the defense. I think Giannis can go crazy. I think it's nobody really to defend him on the Thunder. He's the one person that they can't defend like that. And I think Hardenstein even can get in foul trouble. What you said, Wham, we saw him out there not even trying to grab them rebounds. I'm not betting on Hardenstein to get up and over until I see something different. At first, he was trying to get every single one, trying to get a double-double. His teammates were letting him grab him. Yeah, we're not seeing that no more. So I think he'll go under his rebounds. I like Babano, what he said, SGA over. Couple sneaky ones here. Couple sneaky ones, and I want to know what you guys think about this. Brook Lopez is going to get played off the court. That's what I think. Because the Thunder, if Hardenstein, for one, Hardenstein can get in foul trouble if he's going against Giannis. And if that happens, I mean, the Thunder are going to go really small. Brook Lopez is not going to be out there. You'll get more Bobby Portis. I'm thinking Bobby Portis over his points and rebounds at 19 and a half could be a look in this game. And also, I think Dutch said he's not liking Chris Middleton. One thing Chris has been able to do. And if I think, my thought process was if they're trying to put Dame in have Dame locked up tonight, then Middleton might have to do some playmaking. And he's been over his assist prop every game so far since he's played. So any thoughts on those two? Anybody?
I like the Middleton assist. I think like Dutch was saying though, Middleton is a little bit. He's not the same offensive guy right now, but I think he is a good team player. So him going over his assists is probably more likely than his points. So I agree. I agree with that look right there. And I everything you said is sentiment. I totally understand. Everything we could say is can happen. You know what I mean? That's all I would say there. But I'm kind of hoping that the likelihood of the Bucks pull it off, y'all. I'm just hoping that they pull it off here, and the legacy time is in effect.
All right, now I want to talk to Babano real quick before we move it over to best bet. I said I disagree with something. Flash is asking about a total. This is the part I'm in disagreement with, I think. Yeah. I know none of them have went under yet. But for one,
none of them went over yet. Yeah.
Yeah, none of them went over yet. But for one, this one is a little bit different because they're getting to play on the same court again. The ones we've seen so far, the past couple we've seen, it was their first time out there. So I think that's a positive for the over. Like I talked about, who are the Thunder going to defend Giannis with, especially if Hardenstein gets in foul trouble? I think he'll be able to do whatever he wants. And if either they're going to give Giannis everything or they're going to start to build a wall and help and now open up threes for everybody else. That's how I view Milwaukee. For OKC, Milwaukee's defense has been better, but I still don't think they're a good defensive team. And I think their perimeter defense is especially poor. And you going up against SGA, I mean, it should be basket after basket. So combination of those things, the Bucks don't have good fast break defense. I think the Thunder, even if they do get stops, are going to get out and run. And the Bucks versus the Thunder's defense, they're not going to want to play in a half court game. They're going to want to get out and run too. So that's what I think. I'm been very close to betting over 216. Anything else you want to say on that one?
No, I mean, as far as that goes with the total, it's low. You're getting a lower total too. It's worth noting. I mean, this 214. When you look at Milwaukee in the Atlanta game, the total was 233. When you look at OKC, the Houston game was actually 214, but it still stayed under. I just feel with me liking the Thunder. How are the Thunder going to win? How are the Thunder going to capture the NBA Cup? They're going to do it playing defense. And look, you can say that for every team. It's not easy matching up physically with the physicality of a Giannis. And, we'll see if Oklahoma City is able to do that without fouling, which is always the challenge. But I just feel with Oklahoma City, when they come to play and the games are bigger, I find they do it with their defense. And you combine with the fact that for these games in Las Vegas, until I see one that goes over, I'll have to be proven that we're going to see a game that can be a little bit higher scoring, go over the total. But like I said, I did see that the total when it opened 240. That's why I played the SGP, because I'm not crazy about like an OKC at -5. I just think they win the game, and I prefer that. I don't love the under at the current number, but I can get it up to 223.5 on the SGP and get plus money. So that's the way I played it. And if you play the over, hopefully it lands in like the 219, 220 or something like that, and everyone will be happy.
All right, we shall see. Good stuff from everybody. We'll move it on over to best bets. And per usual, we slide to my guy Wham Bam first. Let the people know what you think is the best way to get paid.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Mr. Cash Out, Art P, Saturated, Ron, over. The Cash Out Cat, Talk Sports with JT, my brother, J Main, Chris Warren. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Giannis is the focus here. It's really Giannis. I do like Dame tonight, and I do think it's Dame time, legacy time. But we heard that it was rumbles that he may be trying to get a trade out of this team. Today, they know this is where it has to be. I think you look at over. It's hard to trust these guys. The guy Doc Rivers. I'm calling him Doc today because I'm on his side. and then Coach Ham
Hey, you can't be making him an enemy. You're trying to bet him and cash with him, so you got to be nice to him today.
I'm still calling him Ham Sandwich though, and I think they got to go hard as a motherfucker today. So give me Ham in the jam. Give me the Bucks, man. Money line plus 175. That's my best bet for the day. I am obviously on Dame, but best bet is the Bucks. Bucks money line.
Wham bam said give him that plus money, Babano. I don't know which way you going with your best bet for the day.
Well, it's got to be the same game parlay. It's all I can do. That's the only bet I made. So that's what we got to do by default, and it's the only game on the board. So it's by default. It's got to be the SGP. And normally I don't do this, but with one game, it's the only bet I placed. We got to roll with it. OKC, Oklahoma City money line and under 223.5 plus 110. Like the value, like the price. I think Oklahoma City wins this game in the, let's go one, just so we can get the game over the total for Skee. Let's say 113-105 for Oklahoma City. There you go. Final score. There you go. Best bet.
All right. And for me, I'm not going to lie, man. I haven't made a bet, and I don't know that I can push confirm right now. Like, I would be just forcing it to push confirm right now. So I got a long lean list, but I got nothing official. So this will be a one rare pass. I'm sorry, y'all, man. Dutch, maybe you could save him. I think you gave him a double yesterday anyway or something. So Dutch, let people know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, Skee, because I was kind of about to do the same goddamn thing.
Put me back
I'm
on.
gonna lie to you. Like, I came in here like, okay, yeah, I'm fucking with the Thunder today, but by the end of it, almost, through this whole goddamn plane and listen to y'all motherfuckers, man, I don't even want to bet the Thunder no more. God damn it. I'm a little scary. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pass. I'm a backward motherfucking best bet. God damn it. Hey, because we gotta keep it real here. We keep it a buck. Shout out to everybody on the panel. They gave you their best bets. I ain't got nothing for you, man. But shout out to everyone in the chat. Cheshire Cat, Nucky Green, Star Child. I see you, my man. Let's run up these likes. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yo, stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
You're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.